and he's grown as a speaker through speaker school incredibly. And I want to introduce one of my best friends, close colleagues, Rob Tracz.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Rob, you got your phone up there?
No.
I got the company one real quick.
What am I doing?
You're good.
Oh, that's okay. I don't need it. I'm just going to hold this guy, I guess. All right. So, many of you guys might know me. Some of you guys might not know me. But I am Rob Tracz, founder and CEO of Tracz Training. And I have a personal mission of helping to have more fun in this world. So those of you guys who know me down in Miami and a lot of places, I like to have fun. I like to have fun with a lot of friends, good times, good places, good vibes. And the way that I'm going to try to spread fun throughout this world is by helping, my goal is to help 100,000 people reduce mental, social, and physical weaknesses in their lives. And the way that I do that is through my 7 solutions to a stronger self. So, you all right over there, Carl?
Let's go, baby.
So I don't have enough time to go through all 7 of the solutions, but I do want to touch on 2 of the most important ones, okay? And the top one, which might be the most important, which is kind of similar to what everyone else is kind of talking about today, is the concept of never peaking, okay? So the idea of never peaking is you're not searching for perfection, you're searching for progress. So as Dylan was saying before, 1 math problem per day, trying to get a little bit better day in and day out. Those add up over time. And I was first introduced to this concept back in high school when I was watching one of my favorite movies. Now, quick show of hands, who's seen the movie 300? Anybody? Okay, so some of you guys know how badass that movie is. Well, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's basically the story, it's pretty much the epitome of Defying All Odds. So it's 300 Spartan soldiers and how they go up and hold their own against hordes of tens of thousands of Persian soldiers. And what separates these guys from the other soldiers is that they go out and they work harder. They search for progress, not perfection. Day in and day out, they're looking to be a better warrior, be a better soldier. And what separates them, there's a great conversation in the movie if you've seen it. Some of you guys might know this part. The 300 men, they're on their way basically to certain death, but they're not afraid of dying. They're going out there because they're going out there to kick the asses of these Persian soldiers. On their way there, they're faced with an ally army. The leader of the allies goes up to King Leonidas of Sparta. He's kind of shocked. He's like, "What's going on here?" Basically, I'm paraphrasing back in ancient Greece. "What's up with this, dude?" Like I thought the mighty Spartan army would show up and at least match our efforts. You only got 300 men here. What's going on? You only got 300 soldiers. Leonidas takes a step back, turns to one of the guys in the allies, "You there, what's your profession?" The guy responds with, "Well, I'm a potter." Leonidas nods his head. "Okay, cool. So he comes over here, he's like, "All right, how about you? What about you? What do you do?" He's like, "Well, I'm a blacksmith, sir." So Leonidas nods. He's like, okay. So then he turns to his men, he goes, "And Spartans, what is your profession?" And he responds back with, "Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo." So he turns to his buddy, he goes, "See, old friend, I did bring more soldiers than you." And that's the mindset of never peaking, that these guys are so strong that they are better than everybody else because they're working themselves 2 to 3 to 4 times harder than any other soldier out there. So they're going out there and they're crushing it. So I want to fast forward you guys real quick out of ancient Greece. I want you guys all to put yourselves in my senior year of high school, okay? It's our last chance. We're on the football team. It's our last chance to make our mark on history, school history. We want to do our best. Unfortunately, the year before, we were ranked very high and fell short. We choked in the last point, never made playoffs. We had a lot of impact players graduate, so we had a lot of young kids on the team. And I want to put you guys in a Friday night situation. We had just lost another game. So no impact, no newspapers are talking about us. We've got a couple losses already under our belts. Typically, I'd go home, shower, go meet up with some friends, wash away the sorrows of defeat. But this day, I'm going home and I'm reflecting. Kind of like the Spartans, I'm expected as a leader on my team to be playing 2 to 3 times more than the average player. I'm out there starting on offense, defense, special teams. I barely come off. I'm gassed at the end of the game. So I'm sitting there reflecting, like, how am I expected to do so much more and play so much harder, but yet I'm still going to the same 6 a.m. morning lift, doing the same workouts as everybody else, going to the same practices, eating the same thing, watching the same film. How do I expect myself to do better if I'm doing the same as everybody else? So instead of going home and showering and going out with friends, I decided I'm going to run some wind sprints in the backyard after we just lost the football game. And wind sprints suck, no matter when you do them, especially after a loss. So my mom thinks I'm crazy. I'm looking at it as an opportunity to get better for myself and for my team so we can hopefully start winning and turn the season around. She notifies my coaches. They call in a meeting Monday morning. Hey, don't push yourself so hard. Don't beat yourself up. Too much pressure. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I got to dial into my inner Spartan. But what I was really thinking, I got to dial into my inner Dylan. Well, I'm not going to listen to these guys. Screw that. I'm still running my sprints. I got to be better. I got to be faster. I got to be stronger. So I continue running my sprints after practice. A couple of the guys on the team, they catch on. They asked to join me. So now I got a couple other people running these sprints. Now we got a team of like-minded people who never want to peak. This brings me to my second point, is team building, making sure you have others around you who are just as crazy as you are, who want to succeed and who want to do well. So my mom and my coaches, they wanted the best for me. They didn't want me to get hurt. They're like, okay, hey, don't beat yourself up. It's just a game, blah, 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 blah. But they didn't realize that they were holding me back from being the athlete I wanted to be and being the leader that I wanted to be. So together, we were a team with everybody else started joining in, and we started putting in the work, and we learned what was required to succeed and to start winning. And eventually, we did start winning. So much so that we turned our season around and we became the only team in my high school history to win a Class B Section 9 championship. So we turned that around, yeah. Now there's this rising clothing company that I just started following that I find it like pretty awesome and I love it. And one of the co-founders was quoted saying, "In today's world, everybody wants to eat, but only few are willing to hunt." So I'm going to say that again. So this is what you need to surround yourself with. Everybody wants to eat, but few will hunt. So you got to do those things and strive and push yourself day in and day out and surround yourself with other hunters so you can build your own tribe of success and you guys can feast on that success together. Again, I'm Coach Rob Tracy, founder and CEO of Tracz Training. And I want to thank Dylan and everybody else for coming out tonight.
Thank you. We're going to do a short